Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Ali and I'm from one of the Northern African countries. I was born there and raised there until I was 8 years and a half. After that, my father decided due to certain compelling circumstances, that we should emigrate out from our country and go to a place I knew nothing about. I've been here for 2 years and a half now. It wasn't easy at first. The religion, language, customs and culture were very different. We didn't get it at first, but we understood and accepted the situation.
Hi, my name is Khadija and I'm 9 years old and I'm in year 5. I'm from Syria. I speak Arabic. Syria is a sandy, lovely country. But then war started. I came to Leicester in England because there was war at the country. The war lasted 12 to 13 years. I left Syria when I was the age of 2. At that time, I lived with my mum and my dad. I'm in a family of 7 with 4 brothers. I don't have no sisters. I've been in England for 7 years. Although I still wish I was in Syria, I'm happy that I'm safe. And now I'm grateful that I'm safe, and I'm sure my mum and dad made dua to help us be safe. I feel very bad for the children at my country dealing with the war. And to those in countries with war that are still alive, I know that they made dua and read the Quran to keep them safe. Oh Allah bless everyone. My message today is always believe in your dreams and faith. Always have confidence. So don't forget about us.
First, when I first came to the UK, I kind of forgot about Allah. I didn't forget about Allah. I prayed 5 times a day, but I had most of the times in English, but I still made dua and God bless me to go through it.
Zubeda Welcome. Well, we're the only charity that's doing this. We're a niche charity. Our focus is just teaching Quran to refugee and asylum seekers, displaced children all across the UK, and hopefully, inshallah, globally one day. And it's simply started 8 years ago when I was a landlady, brought over Syrian families from the borders of Syria. And I realized that actually there was nothing there for them. And over 85% of the 365,000 refugees in this country are Muslim. So I started just focusing on myself in my community with 50 children, teaching Quran. And this grew to now 700 children, alhamdulillah. And that last year we launched a Quran competition for our children. And that's what sort of gave us the idea of perhaps launching other empowerment projects like public speaking. Because these children, as you can see, are phenomenal. I think Khadija's frozen up a little bit today, but she is a chatterbox. She can talk, right? She's got a voice, mashallah. And she will probably, hopefully, give you share her story. But that's how it started, and so we're unlocking the potential in the children because we, as Allah has said to us, we want for other children what we want for our own children. And so to give them this platform, the opportunities to unlock their potential, we don't know where these children can go, right? I mean, here they are in live on Islam Channel, telling their stories, alhamdulillah, so their voices are powerful. And this year we have got many other projects, so we're teaching Hifz to a lot of the children. 40 children have applied. We've only got spaces for 9 at the moment. But yeah, if we have support out there to offer for those children who want to do a Hifz, that'd be great. We are also doing writing and publishing stories, inshallah. That's in the works. We have now been approached by others to offer finance and AI support for the parents of these children to teach them courses and tips on making money online and things like that. There's all kinds of things, so many opportunities now that we've now been able to. And we've only been able to do this because we've now identified these children and the families, and we have access to them.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah, it's wonderful. And as you're talking, it just reminds us how there's so much out there, subhanAllah, so we mustn't limit ourselves in any way whatsoever. Mohammed, coming back to you, alhamdulillah, you've been receiving so much help and support from Zubeda Welcome, but do you know when your family first heard about them, or do you know anything about that you can share with us?
Yeah, first, we had, my dad had a friend that helped him, we were he he was like kind of a close friend, and like he said us his story with Zubeda Welcome, and he told us how like to connect with them.
Alhamdulillah, and I'm so glad that your father did. Alhamdulillah, because now, how long have you been with Zubeda Welcome Charity?
Around a year now.
Is that all? Subhanallah. What's been the best thing so far?
It helped us go to Madrasa Dak. After like I had a downgrade on the Quran, but alhamdulillah, it helped me go even higher now.
Allahu Akbar. What surahs are you memorizing?
Surah Al-A'la so far.
Allah, Surah Al-A'la. That's beautiful. How's it been so far for you?
Very good.
It's okay? You like the repetition?
Yeah.
And are you able to try and recite them in your salah sometimes as well? Inshallah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Recently, we have some new parents of the refugees who have joined us to support us.
So important.
So Dr. Hala, she's one of our refugee mums, is a dentist, and actually a busy dentist. You know, she's finished her degree and working on a degree, and working in the office now. But she's supporting us, so she's helping us match the refugees because we are so short in staff. We've got a very small team, and this year, inshallah, we hope that we're going to get a lot more support because we just haven't got we've got about 200 children on a waiting list. And so she's one of the volunteers that's helping our small team to match our children with the nearest madrasa. And it's a long process because we do all the research. We have to find the nearest, the quickest, easy route for these children. Safest route, and we then do the due diligence on the madrasas. We do the safeguarding, and we also follow through with the children's progress and their attendance, whatnot. So it takes a village, okay? It really does. And so Hala is one of our success stories, I have to say. And inshallah, a lot of you will meet her and other refugee parents who are going to be helping us on our first fundraising gala event on February 23rd, inshallah. And you'll see some of the children. They'll be doing things on the stage and co-hosting. So actually last year, one of our refugee children, Isma, who was our Quran competition winner, she co-hosted our event as well, and that was a success story. So she signed up, this year she signed up to do public speaking, as well as the hifz. So she's memorizing the Quran. I mean, this girl, and she's already ready to do the next the writing and the publishing story course that we're going to be offering, inshallah. So we don't know where she's going to go.
I absolutely love what you're saying because, it's one thing to support the children, but to support parents as well. You know, that someone could have qualified as a dentist elsewhere and come to the UK and still be able to practice that. I think it's so empowering. And for other parents to hear that as well and to know that you can be whatever you wanted to be, that it shouldn't stop you, sort of thing.
And it's not that they're not getting the support. I mean, what I noticed when the Syrian families first arrived here is they were getting support. They were starting to rebuild their lives from the church. I mean, the question is, do we want to encourage the families to rebuild their lives at the church or in the masjid or in the Muslim community and not have to feel indebted, and this is what's happening, right? And I've seen this over the years, there are many families rebuilding their lives in other faith communities. And it's not to say they shouldn't get that support. They are entitled to support of housing, clothing, and whatnot, but they're also entitled to their spiritual needs and the right to retain and practice their own faith. And that's where our Muslim communities come in. And, hopefully you'll show our most recent launch of support that we're getting from a masjid where we don't even have children that we're supporting, but they've decided to, come together with us and support the whole initiative through a fundraising initiative that they did on Friday. And we quickly made a reel to show you all, because this is actually what we're going to be relying on. We do rely on the madrasas to come forward to accept these children into their schools, to give a little bit more to these children. And some of the madrasas have had to work with us to get the transportation coordinated sometimes, because we pay the madrasas, we don't pay the children. So this is extra administrative work for them, but it's about them saying, you know what, this is an exception and we'll do this for these children because they deserve it, they have a right.
Mohammed, tell us more about you. SubhanAllah, you are actually right now going through the system, mashallah. You're able to, you are being able to benefit, mashallah, from Zubeda Welcome. How has it been for you? Tell us more. How do you feel?
So like I've been through a lot of difficulties and stressful moments in my life, but Zubeda Welcome like helped me like stick together with my family and the Holy Quran, alhamdulillah, and it helped us go through everything.
It was so powerful, and we were in tears because part of her story was all the challenges that her family faced. Throughout, she remembers her parents were making du'as for their safety. And she herself continues to make du'as for the other children who are not in a safe place like her. And she really feels for them. And it's her faith that, and this is, I'm just sort of rephrasing, paraphrasing what she said in her story. And it's powerful, and I don't want it to be missed. It's her faith that helped her parents through the journey and is continuing to help her. And we're empowering these children through the Quran is what we're doing. It starts with the Quran and remembering where it's come from, who the provider, the sustainer, the nourisher, the healer, who he is. It's one thing to give the children fish so they can feed them for the day. We can also teach them how to fish so they can do it themselves. But how about reminding them, where did the fish come from? Who puts that thought into the fish's mind to come to your bait? Do you know what I'm saying? There's somebody higher than that, and it's about reminding the children about that.
Absolutely, put everything in its place, in perspective. SubhanAllah.